This is an open letter to Black America from Unity Ministers. We love you, and we embrace our responsibility to eradicate racism. It is our divine appointment to stand with you,
to see you,
to hear you,
to listen,
to be in conversation with you,
to be with your anger without judgment,
to know your sacred worth,
to acknowledge my privilege,
to take responsibility,
to confront complacency,
to back my words with action, palabras con acción,
to be accountable for effecting change in my community,
to support Black-owned businesses,
to be a bender of the arc of the moral universe that bends toward justice,
to demand the end of police brutality,
to use my voice and my vote to end systemic racism,
to hold you and our country in prayer,
to be a call to action,
to be a voice for justice,
to be a voice for unity.
Welcome to February, where the spiritual mind power is love. Love is an idea and divine mind of universal unity. It is the pure essence of life that binds together the human family. It is the power that joins the universe and everything in it in divine harmony. It is the great harmonizing principle. I love myself unconditionally, which allows me to do the same with others. Love transcends my thoughts and feelings. Love is impersonal. Love is divine. Love concerns itself not with that which it loves or who it loves. Love does not seek a return of itself. Love loves for the sake of loving. When I release love from within, it finds more of itself to bring into my life. The love I receive in my life experience is the return on my investment of love. Love insists that all is good. It refuses to see anything else. By doing so, the quality of love, that which it is, shows forth in and through all things. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Sometimes the love I receive is different from what I expect, but it is love nonetheless. It is unselfish and comforting. That is the key. Let us take a moment in the quietness of spirit. Let us allow ourselves to feel the love in which we exist. In the quiet is order and harmony. which is the true essence of love. I can stop and quiet myself whenever I need. I am a transparency, a clear vessel for the healing and prospering power of the love of God to flow through. The love of God guides me to what is right for me, regardless of how others may feel. And so it shall forever be.
The the words that are going on back there. So I'm going to step away, let you take a look at it for a minute, and then come back to it because it's so important that this message comes to you. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Take a look. I want you to see the message for today. Love is. Now there's a part of it that you really can't see, but it says love is just because it's love. That's basically what it says. Love is just because it's love. So with that said, you now understand that this is all about love. That's the month. The month of February is all about love. I want to thank you for joining us. I want to remind you that this is the first Sunday in Black History Month. Also that February is what we call, or what I call, a perfect month. And the reason for that is because it has exactly 4 weeks, except when a certain birthday comes about and then that messes up everything. But February normally 3 times out of 4 years is a perfect month of just exactly 4 weeks. Some of you may have had the opportunity to catch the contemplation that we played before our celebration. It is also on Facebook. We're going to get it on YouTube, but it's about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It varies from week to week. And once it completes, then you have to come to our website in order to get the rest of our Sunday celebration. We are working now to put edited versions of our celebration up on social media, up on YouTube in particular. We have a YouTube station, it's called Unity of Chicago South, and you can go up there and see previous celebrations starting last week. That was the first one that was put up, the edited version, and we will continue to do that as we move forward. I also want to alert you to a new podcast that's in the works. You may remember, if you've been with us for a while, that we had a podcast called Inner Quest, a wonderful podcast, wonderful participations by our ministers, and that has been on hiatus for a while. We're going to start something new, a new podcast, a little shorter than our 30-minute one that we used to have. So you want to stay tuned to find out more about that. Now today, of course, some of you already know that it's Guided Meditation Sunday. Reverend Bobby starts the month off with the introduction to the various principles that we focus on each month. And this month, of course, it is love. You saw that, right? You saw that. It said love is, period. That's all you have to know. Love is. You don't have to put anything else with it. But before we, get into totally what we're doing this morning, I want to remind you that there's an infinite source available to everyone. It is there for each who seek it, no matter their race, their gender, or religion. Believe what you may, but know that the source of the universe is also the source of each of us. Therefore, the principle supporting the stars is the principle supporting and available to each of us. As I declare this statement in the first person, I declare it for all. I am open and receptive to this divine living principle. Father, Mother God, I am grateful. This is my declaration. This is my truth. As I accept it, so it becomes in my life, world, and affairs. All is well and well indeed. Today's poem is by Andrea Dietrich, Life, Earth Life Purpose. It is my belief we are here because God wishes us to know both joy and pain, to learn life. And also, we have flaws, so we're on earth to reach a higher plane. Our life experiences help us to find those attributes we're in possession of that we can use to benefit mankind. God wants for us to bless the world with love. By knowing sorrow, we will also grow to more appreciate the good in life. Of insecurities, we must let go and trust in God to see us through our strife. Our purpose then, most simply put, is this: to grow in grace so we might taste of bliss. Today's guided healing meditation is really a two-phase journey of release and embrace. Both are important to fulfill our desire of opening a healing and wholeness portal. The spiritual approach to recognition of wholeness is really a divine companion to the medical approach you may currently be going through. Our goal is to strive for the wholeness that comes as we interject universal principle into any prescribed medical treatment. Said in another way, we are focused on raising our awareness of the physical spiritual connection inherent in all humanity. So, at this time, I want you to join me and find comfort right in the space that you're in, right where you occupy. Let us relax into our space. Breathe in and hold it. Now slowly release. Again, breathe in and hold it. This time, release all thoughts that occurred before this moment as you release the breath. And finally, breathe in one more time. This time, release yourself into the universe as we enter the first phase of today's meditation, remembering that as I speak the words in the first person, I am speaking them for all. The foundation for today's guided meditation is what is often referred to as the second great commandment, found in both Mark and Matthew. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And so aptly put by Reverend Bobby so many years ago, and I'm paraphrasing here, you don't want me to love you the way I love myself until I learn to love myself. Today, we are focused on Philetia, or the love of self, balanced with the virtue of compassion. I am a spiritual being, yet physically visible to all. I am more than meets any physical eye. I am the incarnation of my unlimited source. My wholeness, my completeness is beyond the physical. My wholeness, my completeness is beyond any vision of me. My wholeness, my completeness evolves from that incarnated, unlimited source of me. That which is unseen, that which is unencumbered, that which is unlimited. That which is untouched by my physical past or by my history. That which has never been enslaved. This seat of Philetia, a self-love without conceit, a self-love that radiates beyond any physical limitation, any mental limitation. It is a seat which is the true source of my divine worthiness, my divine wholeness. This love energy is without concern. It is the invisible seed of energy given by the source of all humanity to all humanity. Designed to be shaped and formed to serve that same humanity. I, right now, in this moment, am one in that humanity. Rest in this idea. I am one within all humanity. Breathe. Release. Breathe. Release. Rest in your oneness. Rest in your wholeness. My love of self is part of my divine connection, a connection of oneness. As I love my invisible source, I also give that same love to my invisible self. And in the oneness that is, that inner source radiates this love energy into my visible self. In this moment, at this time, I release any unconscious or conscious limitations on this divine seed. In this moment, at this time, I choose to consciously allow the flow of divine self-love to move through every cell in my body. I choose to allow this invisible energy of wholeness, this energy of restoration to move in and around every organ. In this moment, at this time, I choose to encourage this divine seed of invisible self-love to energize my breathing, to energize my blood. Right now, in this flow is redirecting my thoughts. This flow is redirecting my feelings, moving them in line with the universal divine vibration of good, divine vibration of positive, divine vibration of wholeness, divine vibration of health. Right now, I declare my unity with divine goodness. I declare my unity with divine positiveness. I declare my unity with divine wholeness. I declare my unity with divine health. I breathe in this unity. I open totally to this unity. I accept this unity now. I breathe in unity. I release separation. I breathe in unity. I release separation. I now rest in divine unity. Relax. Aletheia, coupled with compassion, is my divine portal to the initiation of my recognition of my spiritual wholeness. I accept that this wholeness promotes my physical well-being right now. As within, so without. As within, so without. Through the energy of divine self-love, I have now opened the flow for the alms of the source of all humanity to move into expression through me. As I now move back into this moment, back into this place, I am renewed in the truth that compassionate love of self is a path for the flow of divine love to move into the world through the divine vessel of oneness I call me. As within,